Toronto Raptors made a huge acquisition at the trade deadline, trading away Bruce Brown and Kelly Olynyk and getting back Brandon Ingram from the Pelicans. Now, this team is full of big contracts and players that could potentially be combined together to make a big trade this offseason. I think they're desperately in need of a center, and I have a couple in mind that I don't think are going to be super realistic, but with sending some of these assets over to this team, I think maybe we could get it done. So yeah, this team obviously has Jacoby Walter, Grady Dick, and Mogbo and Abaji, some younger players developing. They have the big contract of Emmanuel Quickly. RJ Barrett has been great on the Raptors the last couple of years, but obviously Scotty Barnes is the main addition or the main piece on this team. And Brandon Ingram is an awesome addition to add some scoring to this team and hopefully a bit more of a veteran presence. So we're going to see how things go this offseason. Hopefully we can assemble a good enough team to win a championship. So Darko is the head coach and we're going to keep it that way. I don't know where our pick sits this year in the draft. Maybe we can just see. So where is our pick actually sitting? I think we're in the top 10. So we're pick 9. I'm going to see if Kamal Malak is available, or Kadeem Malak is available for us. So Ace Bailey goes number 1 overall. Cooper Flag goes number 2. Dylan Harper number 3. Will Riley goes number 4. Okay. VJ Edgeco number 5. Liam McNeely number 6. So number 7. Okay. I'm going to see if we can make another trade here with the Pelicans because I want to get Kamal Malak on this team. I feel like he'd be a good little addition. So let's see if they'll be willing to do this trade. So Malak, let's just slide them pick 9. And we'll also throw them. I don't know who else we can really throw them. I like Jamal Shed. I like a couple of these other guys. Will they accept Jamison Battle? I don't think they will. Unfortunately, it looks like we might have to just trade someone that we don't really want to. All of our contracts are like expiring. Okay, so I think maybe we need to pivot and maybe we need to look for someone else. That's okay. All right. Malak is not on the board for us then. So Igor Demon goes and now it's us. So we have Derek Queen here who, like, if we really wanted to, I think we could trade into the draft a little bit later with some of our players. Like if we wanted to make a blockbuster trade, we probably could. Like we have a lot of players that we could potentially send somewhere else. And I want to keep pick 9, but if we could get like another pick later in the draft, like would the Hawks want to maybe look to make a trade with us for pick 14 potentially? The Jazz have pick 21. No one else here. I mean, we could send some shooting over to the Magic. We could definitely do something like that. Or maybe we just kind of stick to this team and maybe trade someone else. Yeah, okay. Let's just draft for this pick 9. And maybe we can just trade for a center like I was actually going to do. So, okay. Let's just draft kind of best player available here. So Yakashonis is still here for us, which is nice. Trey Johnson could be really fun here in Toronto. I never get Trey Johnson, so let's pick him up. I do kind of want a late pick just so we get 2 first-rounders in this draft. Let's see if we can do a deal with the Thunder here. Would they maybe want, not Trey Johnson, would they maybe want Jamison Battle? I don't know if they will. They agree. Okay, they take Jamison Battle on, and we get pick 24. Thomas Sorbers is here, and he is... Oh, we can take Behringer. Behringer is a nice pickup. Maxine Raymond as well. But Thomas Sorbers, like, I think Thomas Sorbers can almost play a backup center role if we really wanted him to. So that's 2 really good rookies that we've brought into the fold here in Toronto. So Abaji will accept. Grady Dick will accept. Qualifying offers. Chomche we're going to say no to. Orlando Robinson, no. And Jared Ronan will say no. But I guess Adrian Lawson can be brought back. He was pretty good for Toronto in a few games this year. So, yeah. We definitely need a center. AJ Lawson, I'll offer you a contract. Let's see if you'll just accept that. And Lawson's going to accept that. So we'll renounce the rights on everyone else here. Yeah, we're just going to announce the rights on everyone else and just bring back AJ Lawson. Okay, so this team is going to be one, very expensive. So we have Quickly and Shed. We have Grady Dick and Jacoby Walter. And we have Trey Johnson there too. So yeah, we have a bit of a logjam there at the shooting guard position. Ingram, RJ Barrett, and then we have Scotty Barnes and Mogbo, and we have Jakob Poeltl. So let's just see if we can first off do this trade for the center that I was thinking about bringing over to the Toronto Raptors, and that's Jarrett Allen. I feel like Jarrett Allen could be a fun little acquisition for this team, and like obviously we could send some good players. It is Eastern Conference though, which is a little bit annoying. Do we still want to do this trade? I'm thinking we still do want to do this trade. Did they bring back Ty Jerome? They didn't bring back Ty Jerome. Okay. Let's just see. Okay, I'm gonna go and have a look quickly. So we have Saar, we have Jordan Poole. I'm thinking maybe a point guard and center acquisition might be on the cards. Like, could we maybe get Ayton? He's got a massive contract though. I don't really want to do that trade. I was thinking maybe Ayton and we try and bring in. Maybe we go Robert Williams. Could Rob Will be okay for us? Maybe Rob Will and Anthony Simons. And maybe we trade Emmanuel Quickly. I don't really want any of these players. It's an interesting one. It's a very interesting predicament we see ourselves in here. Because there's not many centers that I would be willing to actually throw the book at. Yeah, none of these really jump out. Like, Sabonis could be kind of fun in Toronto. He could be very fun in Toronto. So could Walker Kessler. Walker Kessler and Keontae George would be very, very interesting. We get a bit younger, but we definitely, like, I don't think they can even afford Emmanuel Quickly. They can afford Emmanuel Quickly. Okay, so Emmanuel Quickly for Keontae George, and then we can also throw in Jakob Poeltl. That's okay. They're way over now. Yeah, okay. That's very annoying. Okay, what if we can do Emmanuel Quickly for Walker Kessler? They're 23 million. Who is $23 million? But this trade can work. They want Thomas Sorbers and a first-round pick. I don't want to give up Thomas Sorbers. I would rather give up someone else. So I guess, like, would we throw in Jacoby Walter in this? If Trey Johnson's going to develop really nicely, maybe Jacoby Walter's the option that we throw in this trade. Like, I'd actually throw in Mogbo over Sorbers. So they want a first-round pick and a second, and okay, yeah, I'm fine with this. So we get Walker Kessler and Keontae George for Emmanuel Quickly, Mogbo. I'll even throw in I'll throw in another first just down the line, just because I feel like that's a little bit more fair. For Walker Kessler and Keontae George. Okay. They're gonna try and give us another first. I don't want to give you another first. 2 seconds, 2 firsts for a first. Keontae George and Walker Kessler. Why aren't you interested? Why are you trying to give us... Dude, why are you trying to give us picks? Okay. Okay, I guess we're going to do a swap now. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay, cool. So, we just got a bit younger. We got rid of Emmanuel Quickly's contract. He's injury prone. So now we have Keontae George here. We have Jamal Shed, Grady Dick, and Trey Johnson. I actually like this team a lot now. Walker Kessler and Jakob Poeltl. We can definitely... we can let that Jakob Poeltl contract expire, and maybe next season we can trade one of our guys that we have. Is there anyone else just sitting around in free agency that we can potentially bring in? Jackson Hayes, not really. Charles Bassey's sitting here. I'll take that for sure. If Charles Bassey wants to come and Charles Bassey joins. Okay, so does that mean we could trade Jakob Poeltl away? Because that's a big contract. If someone wants to take that on, I don't want Kyle Kuzma. There's no way I want Kyle Kuzma. Oh, Nick Smith Jr. in a first, but we kind of have a lot of players at that position. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna get kind of what we want, which is fine. We can just keep Yakupodal. Yeah, we'll just keep Yakupodal. Okay, so we have a lot of money we can maybe use at the deadline if we want to make a big trade or something. So player progression, lots of green, which is nice. Love to see that. So let's kind of see how this ends up next year. We might have to run like an 11-man rotation, which I don't even mind doing. But I want to get Trey Johnson minutes. I want to get Jacoby Walter minutes, and I want to get like everyone we just brought in minutes too. So it's going to be a big log jam at some of these positions, but maybe at the trade deadline, if we're looking like we're going to be good, we might make a big trade. But maybe that Yakupodal contract can just be sent somewhere, and then we can look to make a trade in the off season. So 11-man rotation. I'm going to shrink this down to maybe a 55. So it's going to be Keontae George, Grady Dick, Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, Walker Kessler, RJ Barrett, Podal's still going to play, Jacoby Walter, Charles Bassey, Jamal Shed, and Abaji. Okay, so I'm thinking already. I know I said I would like to play him a little bit, but we're going to throw Trey Johnson in this lineup instead. And we're going to give him maybe 18 minutes a night, and then Jacoby Walter can get 18 as well. Bassey can get 16, Jamal Shed can get 14, Baji 12. Is there anyone else? Oh, I want to get Sorber in this lineup too. Okay. Maybe Abaji misses out for Sorbers and Sorbers gets 10 minutes. Like RJ, maybe RJ can play like 24 minutes so we can go 5 to Abaji and just do a 12-man rotation. Like, I don't expect to be good next year at all. I just kind of want to be okay and to see how this team develops, because a couple of these players are going to have to pay next year. So I might see you guys at the trade deadline. Good players, obviously. We have Brandon Ingram, RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes kind of leading the way. Keontae George has been a great acquisition, and obviously the bench kind of goes pretty deep. So I think there's, I don't know if we're going to make a big trade, but I still think there's like a move to be made, because we have the contract of Yakupodal, which is $20 million. And like, I like Keontae George. I like Jamal Shed. I just think maybe Jacoby Walter can be thrown in a trade too. And then we can throw in like RJ Barrett's been great and all, but I think Brandon Ingram's going to be the guy that we have. And that's a massive contract right there. So is there anyone we can potentially bring in here that we would really want on this team? Like, I'm kind of looking towards maybe an all-star level point guard that could be fun to have on this team. Like, Ja Morant could be kind of cool. Trae Young would be okay. Lonzo Ball would be very interesting. But yeah, I'm not too sure. Training for Luka would be fun. Okay, so we got a bit of a decision to be made. I kind of like Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton would be interesting as. Do they have any players that they would want to throw in? Yeah, this guy and this guy. So Yakupodal, Jacoby Walter, RJ Barrett, and we can throw in a couple of first-round picks in this trade as well. Would this get it done? Like RJ, Jacoby Walter, Yakupodal for Tyrese Halliburton. They say yes. Halliburton is so easy to trade for in this game. It's insane. Okay, so let's drop this down to a 10. Well, it's already a 10-man rotation. We'll go 35 minutes. So it's going to be Halliburton, Grady Dick, Ingram, Barnes, Walker Kessler, Keontae George off the bench, Charles Bassey, Jamal Shed, Abaji, and AJ Lawson. But I think I want to play Trey Johnson a little bit more. And I think I actually want to play Sorbers a bit more too. Oh, this team's a bit all over the place. Maybe Jamal Shed doesn't get minutes then. Maybe it is Abaji that gets minutes ahead of Jamal Shed. Okay, so the young guys are really going to take over. So I kind of want them to have some more minutes. Trey Johnson can actually get 18 minutes. I want him to play a bit more. We'll go 2 more. And then I guess Grady Dick can get 1 more minute. Actually, he can get 2 more minutes. Yeah, I like this team. Not much defense being played, but besides Walker Kessler, but yeah, that's a huge acquisition for us and a fun one as well. Australia wins MVP, Ace Bailey Rookie of the Year, 6th player Anthony Simons, Giannis Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved Armin Thompson, Tyler Hero Clutch Player, and Coach of the Year goes to Jason Kidd. We actually were pretty good, not gonna lie. We get Halliburton here on all NBA second team, and that's it for us. And then do we get Walker Kessler? We get Walker Kessler here, so we get a good spread of players on these teams, which is really nice to see. So we were the 2nd seed, so I guess the East is a bit easier to play in. Especially now when we have Tyrese Halliburton and Brandon Ingram scoring. Scotty Barnes doesn't have to score as much. He can just play his normal game. And then Walker Kessler just rebounding and adding all that defense is just awesome. And Trey Johnson might definitely get that starting shooting guard spot next year. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm not too fast. We draw the Bulls. I think they have James Harden. Wow. I think we should beat them, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't. And we get through in 6. And now we draw the Cavs, who were going to trade for Jarrett Allen, but we never ended up doing that. They've added Mo Wagner on their team too, and we get eliminated in 7. So that's fine. A bit of playoff experience for some of our younger guys. Luka coming up against Evan Mobley, and the Lakers win in 5. You don't always see that every day. So Luka ends up winning. Did they get a center? They got Koloko. Okay, I don't know how that team just won everything, but sure. So LeBron wins and calls it quits. We're going down to the draft lottery because we have our pick this year. I don't think it's going to be super valuable, and I don't think we own anyone else's picks either. So our pick is going to be... Do we own it? I don't... It's going to go to the Jazz. Okay, so we traded this year's pick, which is fine. So star signing. We'll keep Darko around for 1 more year. We definitely over-exceeded this year. I feel like we should have been... I mean, we made the big trades, but I feel like we still should have been like a 5th seed or something. So NBA draft, we do have a pick still. It is going to be pick 55. So we'll take Avicic here. Just going to be a backup center. All right, cool. So rookie signing, make sure we sign him. Team player options, we'll bring back all these guys for sure. And then Ray J. Dennis. Sure, we'll bring you back. Abaji and Walker Kessler are the 2 guys that we need to really pay right now. So the team's going to get expensive again. So Walker Kessler, if you will agree to do like, I guess 32 mil over 5 years, I guess that's fine. It's a lot of money, but that's okay. Do we need Abaji? That's what I'm kind of looking at here. So Keontae George and Halliburton, Grady Dick, Trey Johnson, Brandon Ingram, Barnes, Sorbers. Yeah, we do. Oh, we got the brothers. I didn't even think about that. We got the brothers. So we definitely need to bring back our guy, Abaji. We'll definitely bring him back. Cool. We are going to clean the cap sheet. There we go. Bam. All right. So I don't think we're going to trade. I don't think we're going to do any trades. I think we're just going to kind of go through to this next season and just hope that we're okay. I don't know if we're going to sign anyone else at all. Wiggins would be such a good addition to this team. I guess we could bring back Kelly Olynyk. Nah. I don't think we need to make any... We're not going to make any acquisitions. We're just going to trust the process. We brought in 2 superstars last year. And yeah, our team is going all green. So this is going to be a very big year for us. Hopefully we can make the playoffs again and actually make it to the conference finals. But I'll see you guys at the end. We've got Halliburton, Walker Kessler, Ingram, Scotty Barnes, and now Trey Johnson is going to definitely take that starting spot and be a good shooting guard for us. Couldn't happen on my Timberwolves rebuild. Anthony Edwards is your MVP. AJ DeBanson Rookie of the Year. 6th player Cameron Bruiser. Wemby, Depoy, Most Improved VJ Edgecombe, and Jalen Brunson is your Clutch Player of the Year. Jason Kidd is your Coach of the Year. So I don't think we're going to get any Raptors high up. We don't even get Halliburton, which is crazy. We get Walker Kessler on defensive first team, which is nice to see. And we are the 1 seed. All right. Cool. Love to see that. So obviously bringing in Halliburton was awesome for this team. Ingram and Scotty Barnes are playing really well. Trey Johnson is definitely that guy. He's definitely that guy. Walker Kessler and Halliburton leading the way in the other areas. So let's see kind of what happens here. So we draw Orlando first up, who haven't really made many changes on their team. So let's see what happens here if we get through and we sweep. And now we draw the Knicks, who they also haven't really made many changes. Is Mikal Bridges still on the team? Doesn't look like. Apologies, I just had to sneeze really bad. So yeah, Mikal is not here anymore, which is interesting. So game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to the Knicks. Game 3 goes to the Knicks. Okay, let's do our first shortening of the rotation. We'll go down to a 9-man rotation. And let's see if 2K will get us through. So game 4 goes to us. Game 5 goes to the Knicks. And game 6 goes to us. Okay. All right. So we're fighting for a game 7 here. Haven't really had that much playoff experience in the last few years. So are we just going to be good enough to get through the Knicks? It's going to be a back and forth game. But hopefully we could come out on top. It would be lovely to get through to the conference finals. And we do. And we draw Atlanta, who... they haven't made really any changes either. They've just got like a really nice all-round team, which we always see like pretty much every year. So game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to Atlanta. Game 3 goes to Atlanta. Game 4 goes to Atlanta. And I guess Trae Young is just going to cook us. That's crazy. Game 5 goes to us. And game 6 goes to Atlanta. So Anthony Edwards versus Trae Young, and the Timberwolves win in 7. So we've got one more year to really shore this up. It's pretty crazy that we didn't win at all at this year, but hey, that's fine. So do we have any picks in this year's draft? It doesn't look like we are going. We've picked 27, man. Okay, interesting stuff. So we're gonna have to wait. We'll go to staff signing because maybe Darko just isn't that guy for us. Maybe we need someone like a little bit better, like Tyronn Lue, like maybe a Quinn Snyder, still the coach of the team that just lost. We'll try and get Will Hardy. And okay, so we get Quinn Snyder or Will Hardy. Ooh, I'm gonna take Will Hardy. I feel like this team could be a perfect Will Hardy team. So do we want to make a trade, or are we kind of happy with what we have? That's the question. So Halliburton, we're gonna need to bring back Keontae George. We're gonna have to bring back pretty much everyone. That's nuts. This team is gonna get crazy expensive. So yeah, maybe we should just sign someone with this pick and just kind of go from there. So we're gonna take let's take Elijah Williams here. I feel like Elijah Williams is a good little pickup. And we have pick 57, so let's take Juwan Howard here too. And let's see if we can kind of bring back some of these guys. So make sure we sign them both. We're not going to bring back Zemonimir Avicic. Sorbers and Trey Johnson are going to be brought back. Qualifying offers. Wow. Okay. So this is where we're going to have to be very careful. Because Keontae George wants a shitload of money. And he's behind... yeah, he is behind Tyrese Halliburton. But we could flip one of them to the shooting guard if we wanted to. We don't have to bring back Grady Dick, who like has been okay for us. That 3-point shooting is nuts. Okay. If we do like a 3-year contract, you're not going to take anything less than that. Okay. So let's just renounce the rights on you. Oh, Charles Bassey's also a free agent. Wow. Okay. But I think Jamal Shed is going to be renounced as well. I guess we can just cap hold him, and everyone else here we're going to worry about later. Okay. So let's just go through. Let's renounce the rights on those guys. Did Charles Bassey really just go and sign somewhere else? Did he just really go sign somewhere else, man? That is crazy. That is crazy. Okay, so we need to figure out a backup center now too, which is nuts. Can we actually... we can't afford anyone. We should have just signed Charles Bassey, but we didn't. We messed up big time there. I don't know who we're going to bring in to replace him, but it's not going to be a great option, I don't think. Like Marvin Bagley's always around. Thomas Bryant is an okay option. Like he could be, we'll sign him on a minimum, I guess. And then, okay, so maybe Jamal Shed can be brought back. Let's kind of look at these options now. So Jamal Shed, he wants only like $11 million. If we can bring that down to 10, he can definitely be brought back, and he can be used as a trade to get us a backup center. So Jamal Shed's back. Let's kind of go through a little bit longer. No one's offering these guys any contracts, which is fine. Okay, so we're now at day 11. Okay, so let's go a 3-year deal. Let's bring this down to, I guess, $23.5 million. And Keontae George, we're going to go 3-year deal. Man, this is going to get so expensive, this team. But we'll go $27 million. I think it's worth it. I don't know if we're going to be able to sign both of them. So Keontae George, welcome back. And Grady, welcome back. Okay. All right. So now we're going to throw in Jamal Shed. And I guess we can just throw in Thomas Bryant if we just signed. And try and get us a backup center. Because we just lost Charles Bassey. Clint Capella's going to regress a lot. Zach Collins isn't too bad. Filipowski's being offered to us. Okay, why are so many of those like amazing players being offered to us right now? Carlo Makovic is being offered to us. Oso Iguodala is being offered to us. There's a lot of decent options being offered to us right now. So yeah, that's it's interesting. And we've got a very interesting team. Okay. Let's go for a backup center. I don't know who we're going to go after, but it has to be someone... That's my computer making crazy noises. It has to be someone decent. James Wiseman's not a bad option. I wouldn't mind trying to get James Wiseman over here. Like, he's okay. I don't think... Maybe that much money is, like, better spent elsewhere. So, yeah, let's just see. Like Kai Jones is sitting here. He could be an okay option. Mitchell Robinson would be awesome, but I don't think we can get there money-wise. We can try and bring back Charles Bassey, who was great for us. Okay, we can just throw Jamal Shed in here. We can throw in Thomas Bryant, and let's see if that gets it done. It gets it done. Okay, cool. So we bring back the guy that we wanted. Halliburton, George, Trey Johnson, Grady Dick, Ingram, Abaji, Scotty Barnes. Yeah, I just feel like maybe we need to rely on development. Maybe if we're bad, or not bad, but if we're not great at the deadline, we will make a big trade. But I just feel like this team is, like, it's well-rounded. We've got a good, like, list of players. Well, we just stunk it up. I don't know if Will Hardy was the best acquisition or not, but wow. We were bad. Jokic MVP, Darius Acuff Rookie of the Year, 6th player Cameron Boozer, Wemby Depoy, Most Improved Jace Richardson, Tyler Hero Clutch Player, Coach of the Year Jason Kidd. So I don't know what we're gonna do. It's off season now. Yeah, maybe we're gonna have to trade some guys. I don't even know. I actually don't even know. Yeah, we don't really get many awards at all. We are the 10th seed. Yeah, amazing. So like Brandon Ingram was still good. Scotty Barnes was okay. Trey Johnson really broke out. Halliburton was fine. Like, I don't know where this bad is coming from. Maybe we're gonna have to make some big decisions this offseason. So we end up winning, and do we beat Boston? We don't even get through the play-ins. Wow. Okay. So wow, Anthony Edwards coming up against Evan Mobley, and the Timberwolves win 2 in a row. All right. So now we have some work cut out for us. A lot of retirees going on. Draft lottery. We should have a pick in this year's draft, I think. Unless we traded it away, which I think we may have. We did. We traded it. We're gonna lose it to the Jazz. And it jumps up to number 4. Wow. Okay. And number 12. Wait, no. It was a swap. We get number 4. They get number 12. Okay. It's on now. It's definitely on now. Will Hardy, you were shocking, and I know we don't want to go through coaches like like we just are going to, but we're getting rid of you, mate. Sorry. I think there's other coaches out there that might be maybe a little bit better, and we might get some more out of our players, but what you did this year was not great. So yeah, let's I don't want Charles Lee. Bickerstaff, probably not. Like Jordi Fernandez. I guess we can offer him a contract. Is there any other? Davenham, no. So we get JJ Redick or we get Fernandez. Let's go JJ Redick. Let's change it up. Let's go JJ Redick. Let's see what we do here. So NBA draft time. Now, if we come in here, we go trades, we go trade finder, we go Brandon Ingram, and we go pick 4. What do we? That's okay. Zubac Toppin, Desmond Bain, Darren Fox, Anthony Black, Şengün gets offered to us. Okay, interesting. Scoot gets offered to us. Jackson Richardson get offered to us. Not too many players that I would be willing to do the trade for. What about Scotty Barnes? Tyrese Maxey, Kobe White and Bazelis, Josh Gideon Toppin, Shaden Sharp McBride, Jaren Jackson Jr. is in LA and he's playing really well. Cameron Thomas and Kuminga. Okay, interesting. Anthony Simons and Denny. Some of these actually sound pretty good, but I don't know. What if we went Keontae George? Like, who's still gonna progress, but if we go him and like Abaji and pick 4, do we get something good? 32-year-old KP. That's it. All right. What if we do just Keontae George and pick 4? Is that better? Zubac, Greer, Kuminga and Jason Crow, Benedict Mather and JJ, Jackson and Trey Mann. Yeah, none of these really jump out at me at all. Okay, I guess we're probably gonna have to draft with pick 4 then. Which is fine. Let's choose a prospect. So I think we're gonna need Tony Parker, Patrick Ewing, James Worthy, Hall of Fame. There's a lot of good options here, actually. I think we take the Hall of Famer here. I think we take James Worthy. And then we have pick 42. So let's take Kenny Nant. And then we'll accept all these team options. I really don't know what we're gonna do. Qualifying offers, no one's gonna be here. But is anyone a free agent? That's the question. Wait, no, we don't have any free agents. Or we don't have any bird rights. It's just Carl Anderson. So let's just renounce the rights on him and move on. Okay, so I think we need to maybe prioritize defense on this team. I like Scotty Barnes. I like Walker Kessler. So maybe Brandon Ingram's the guy that maybe goes. I know I used him in yesterday's video a little bit, but I would. Oh, if we could add AJ DeBancer to this team, that would be so good. I don't know if we're gonna get there at all. Are they anywhere close? I don't think so. What if we throw Keontae George in here too? He's untouchable. Like Grady Dick too? Nah, they won't do that. Okay, so instead, let's pivot. I'm gonna try and get someone that I use a little bit. He's free agent after next year, but Brandon Ingram for Jaden McDaniels, I feel like would be an interesting trade. They'll give us Namus Keita. I don't really want him. Okay, if we could do a big trade here, like I wouldn't mind throwing Keontae George in here too, and you can give us Boogie Fland. Anyone else? They're a lot. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. So I don't know if they would do that. Nas Reed for Charles Bassey as well. Like, this is a huge trade. They're not really gonna willing to blow it up like for a first as well. No. Okay, how about instead of Boogie Fland, we just stick to what we know, and I will just slide you. Who do I want to actually trade? Like, is this Kiba guy going to be even that good? Because then we could throw you a Baji. Okay, what was the trade originally? Keita. I don't really want Keita, though. I think Namus Keita is going to be probably the only way we get this done. Okay, I'm going to do this trade. I think I'm happy with that. We're bringing Jaden McDaniels for a bit more defense. He also scores a little bit too. Not too bad. And Brandon Ingram goes, unfortunately. We trade him. Okay, so now we're going to have Halliburton. I still think we can move on from Keontae George, maybe get a bit cheaper in that area. Trey Johnson and Grady Dick. I think Grady Dick's fine off the bench. McDaniels, we need a new small forward unless Roman Kiba is going to be that guy. Sorbers, like, is he really developing? He is actually behind Scotty Barnes. And Charles Bassey. Maybe we can trade him too. So Keontae George. Is there anything we can get for Keontae George? Maybe a cheaper point guard. Quentin Grimes wouldn't be too bad. We have to give up Sorbers as well. Jaden Hardy. Like, Hardy's not too bad, actually. We get a first round pick too. Bazelis is very tempting. Bazelis is very tempting. Wow, because we can move Sorbers over to the center. Can we do that? Does Sorbers go down at the center position? He stays the same. Okay. All right, I think we're going to do that trade for Bazelis. I think adding Bazelis is going to be a nice little change off the bench. So Keontae George. Let's just quickly see what other offers were actually there. Was it Keontae George we're trading? Yes, it was. DeAndre Hunter, Derek White. If he wasn't that old, that would be nice. Yeah, there's a few good options here, actually. Ooh, Kaminga or Bazelis? I still think Bazelis, actually. Bazelis adds a little bit more. We can just add Şengün. Wow. Vassell. Davion Mitchell isn't too bad. Nas Reed. We can add Scoot, but Scoot's getting paid so much money. Bazelis is also getting paid a decent amount of money as a backup, but I feel like he could add a nice little bit of like rebounding and a bit of a difference to the team. Like, Jaden Hardy's good and all, but I think I'm gonna go with Bazelis here. So we'll trade for Bazelis, and then we'll also look to move on from Charles Bassey and Nemes Keita, I guess. And we'll find ourselves a backup point guard as well, if we can. So does anyone here want to give us, like, Davion Mitchell? Yeah, we have to give up a first. If we can avoid giving up the first and we can give up Juwan Hayward instead. They want a second. Yeah, okay, done. All right, so we mix up the team a little bit, made some changes. We get a little bit younger, and hopefully this changes with the new coach that we've got in the team. As you can probably hear my dog underneath my chair. Trey Johnson is a 90 overall. Walker Kessler's almost a 90 overall. Hopefully this team, this pivot, makes us better. So Wemby MVP, Clyde Thomas Rookie of the Year, 6-man Elijah Arenas, Wemby Depoy, Most Improved Silas, John Morant Clutch Player, and Coach of the Year goes to Mitch Johnson. So I don't know if we did very well. I actually can't tell you. We get Tyrese Halliburton on all NBA third team and Walker Kessler here. So we end up as the 3 seed. The 3 seed. Okay, very interesting. I'm going to drop this to a 9-man rotation straight up. And let's just see if we can get past Miami. Otherwise, this is going to be... whoa. Otherwise, this is going to be video failed, I think. Okay, so Miami's team is very good. That's a very interesting and very good looking team. We're 1-1. We go down 2-1. We go... Oh, it's 2-2. And it's 3-2. Can we get through in 6? We do. Okay. So now we draw the Hornets, who they always go well in this simulation. They have a very interesting team there. Will Riley off the bench, who has now developed into such a good player. Okay, let's see how things go. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. And Game 4 goes to us. Okay, so we get through in a sweep, and now we draw the Detroit Pistons, who have added Johnny Davis, Caleb Wilson, Kobe Buffkin. Interesting team. You can't get past Cade sometimes, man. Honestly, Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to Detroit. Game 4 goes to us. And Game 5 goes to us. And now we draw Wemby. Oh, we draw Wemby. Game 1. Oh, okay. It's 2-2. I did not mean to simulate that whole thing. They want to start Elijah. Wait. Why is the team all messed up? They want to start Sorbers over Walker Kessler. Okay. And Jaden McDaniels is off the bench now, apparently. So Game 5. See, I don't know why we did that. Because we just lost. Do I need to change it back? Like, can we not do that? Can Walker Kessler play more, please? And I know he's probably a decent player, but I would love to see McDaniels actually play a little bit more. I think we're going to lose because 2K wants to throw around our team a little bit. I don't know. Oh, wow. Okay. We've bumped into Wemby at peak Wemby time, and it doesn't look like it's going to go well for us. We make it to the finals just to lose to Wemby. Okay. Cooper Flag is your finals MVP. Is that who they have on that team? We're never beating that team. They have Jabari Smith on the bench. I'm sorry, Raptors fans. I couldn't get it done for you guys. Let me know what you guys think they're going to do in this offseason. I'm very interested to know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you.